I'm Olivia. I am a wildlife and travel photographer. My goal is to inspire people to give a shit.
I'm Pat. Spent 10 years in the Marine Corps. I have strong views on conservation and the U.S. Constitution.
We will discuss topics like yoga,
How to gut a deer and not fuck up your meat.
orgasmic meditation,
Full body orgasms.
life after divorce.
Life after death.
Why the fuck do we still use plastic bags?
Why can't everyone learn guitar in school?
What do you look for in the perfect photo?
What's in my food?
What's in my mouth?
We might also dabble in a little bit of motorcycles. That's right. She rides a Harley, bitches. While our upbringings drastically differed,
Our ability to communicate and be open-minded has allowed us to strengthen our relationship. So this podcast is here for you to broaden your horizons, possibly change your perspective on a topic. So we hope you enjoy listening to The Hunter and Hippie. Welcome to The Hunter and Hippie, episode number 23, where today we will be discussing life and our current situations. If you have been a part of our community, you know that last month we experienced a house fire, and we were forced to move out within, probably an hour and a half, 2 hours from that.
Yeah.
So it was very disruptive.
uprooting.
Uprooting, stressful, jolting, shitty, fucked up, all the things that you want to say.
Yeah.
Whatever you're imagining, it is. It currently is. And that is why we both have had
Terrific time.
a terrific time. And I was talking about the beverages that we've had, obviously.
Tequila's alright.
Tequila margarita.
Your mom.
Your mom. So in this episode, we want to be candid and discuss how we are navigating still now 3 weeks being out of our home, and the dynamics of the holidays, children in general, managing stress in like so many different ways, Pat's job promotion, all kinds of different things that cause us to fucking just sometimes just want to lay in fetal position and do nothing. But we don't. So what do we do, babe? How are we doing? How are you doing in all this?
We're doing. I mean, there's really no words for it. I mean, you get uprooted from your house, and the next thing you know, you're staying with your soon-to-be in-laws, and you're adapting.
Hold on one second. You just said soon to be.
Maybe.
Was that a
Potential in-laws.
potential? Yeah, potential. Was that a Freudian slip, babe?
What?
Yeah, it was.
What's that?
You just got caught, bitch.
What's Freudian?
Like
Who's
Freud?
Who's Freud?
Freudian?
Freud who?
Freud, like when you
The philosopher?
Yeah.
He's an idiot. I don't believe you like him because he tested rats. He did animal abuse.
Oh God. Well, anyway, back to what we were saying.
Back to what I was saying.
How are we doing?
We're doing adapting, overcoming all of the vague things.
I was gonna say, let's just start using words that don't describe what we're currently doing, but they're actionable words that you learned in the Marine Corps.
Yeah, 100%.
So we had this discussion like right before we started recording. I said like, how are you doing? Like juggling all this. And he was like, would you say FASM or BASM?
Yeah, BAMSIS.
BAMS.
Jesus. BAMSIS.
What's BAMSIS? Can you please explain?
Yeah, it's a military term that all military should know. And when you are provided with an issue or a problem, you create BAMSIS.
And again, what does that mean?
Begin the planning, arrange reconnaissance, make reconnaissance, issue the order, and supervise.
Yeah. So I asked him, how are you doing, babe? And he's like, BAMSIS. I'm like, what the fuck does that mean?
Boom.
And so then he repeats himself. I'm like, okay, well, once again, that doesn't answer how you're doing. And he said, I'm not doing well. Yeah. So that's what I want to know is how are you doing through this transition, this chapter, this hiccup, whatever you want to call it? How are you doing? Not how can you get through it and what are actionable terms that you can give people. How are you, Patrick? How are you doing?
I don't know, because I haven't taken the time to think about it because we're constantly doing. So instead of sitting here and wondering if I'm feeling okay or if this hurts or that feels this way, I just perform and get tasks accomplished.
So you're reverting back to shut up and color.
Yes.
Okay. I know that shut up and color was a way that you did things in your past, but you didn't necessarily like being told to just shut up and color. So how are you feeling?
I mean, overwhelmed?
That's better than Bamsis.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
Bamsis gives you a resolve.
Yeah.
A feeling of overwhelmedness just makes you overwhelmed.
No, it doesn't. It
does.
acknowledges the feeling.
Okay. So acknowledging a problem is the beginning of the planning.
Yeah.
So
that's
begin
fine.
the planning. B.
But
in Bamsis.
If you are already in an actionable phase in it, how can you really process how you're feeling? You're just doing. You're on like autopilot. Mm-hmm. So then, is it going to just like explode in your face later on?
Oh, remember how when the fire was going on and you were like frantically going, "Oh my God, babe, there's a fire in the house," and I'm like, "You need to fucking chill. You need to breathe." Mm-hmm. And I'm like systematically approaching things. Mm-hmm. That's Bamsis.
And then when does feeling come in?
Each task.
When does feeling come in?
When we're done.
So then what?
Then we enjoy it because we're done.
So in the moment of right now, what if you're just focusing on actionable things, but you're really having like a panic attack, and then you ignore that to the point where you could potentially, I don't know, be hospitalized. Like you're ignoring
That's extreme. Oh, that's not going to get to that point.
But like when
this is something fractionable, it's very small.
I feel like when you mask it and you're
15 years from now, 20 years from now, we're going to look at this and we're going to go, "Oh yeah, I remember that fire."
Yeah.
It's not going to be a traumatic experience for us.
No.
Or the kids.
But when I say, "How are you feeling?" and you're like, "Just getting shit done." Mm-hmm. That to me seems detached from your emotions. So are you detached from your emotions on the day-to-day basis?
Yeah, my whole life.
Oh, perfect. That makes me feel great about our future. Fuck. God. So how are you feeling, babe? You're overwhelmed. What else?
I don't know. I'm just tired. I'm overwhelmed. I'm feeling like this shit's never going to end, but I know it will. And I know that, each little day that passes that we do little incremental bullshit tasks, they get done, and it's increasing towards being completely finished with fixing the house so we can move back in. And I mean, that's the end goal, is just to get it to the point where we can move back in and then deal with all of what we're dealing with, the staircase and the addition to the room and 2 extra bathrooms, stuff like that.
Yeah. I mean, today was like a shifting point for me. Before today, I just still felt displaced. I felt homeless. And yes, I bet this is so much better than a hotel room. I hate when people say that. I'm like, yes, it fucking is.
Yeah, it is.
It is.
100%.
It's still not home. And yeah, I'm sorry, but like there are certain things that you've seen even in my skin and like that I am reacting negatively to.
Yeah, so and I think a lot of your skin stuff is just stress.
Yeah. And then for you to notice that your skin is dry from us not having our filtered shower head from well water. I didn't know that well water was like less treated, which it makes total sense. It's coming from the earth, but it's less treated than say city water. So it could have more heavy metals, iron, stuff like that. And we definitely have that here in our temporary home. So like I've noticed the little things in the quality of my life, like my eczema covering my arms and creeping into my back. Like, what the hell? Like, that doesn't happen. So not only am I displaced, but like the comforts that I've created in my own home space that you guys have heard us talk about in our episode about detoxing the home, Like those little things that I thought I could just, I could deal with later being back home. I'm fine. And then I realize I'm not fine. Like my skin hurts. It feels like it's going to crack if I like stretch my skin too much. I'll bleed type of feeling. And so like the quality of life is what I started to notice. And the way that I kind of navigated through that, I really had to ask myself, like, am I going to just suck it up and deal with the shower head here that is not filtered? Or how simple is it for you to detach our shower head from our home and move it here? That was really easy. But I don't know, for some reason I have this hesitation to like do so many things here and move so many things here because I feel like it's being like ridiculous or something. Do you know what I mean? Like,
yeah, I get what you're saying. I mean, I feel like it's intrusive. I don't want to, overstay the welcome or like feel like we're a burden on the host. And, there's nothing wrong with your shower head. It's a big change. We're going from our home into some place that's not home, that we're trying to make a home, especially during the holidays. We put a tree up and we're going to decorate with the kids in the next 2 days and make it feel like home for them. And even though it's a welcoming place for us, it's still not our home. So yeah, we're uncomfortable, but I don't know. When I feel overwhelmed with anything, right, I revert to the shut up and color mentality that you're talking about, where it's, I don't shut out everything now. I used to, but I don't anymore. But I prioritize what actually matters. What can I actually do that's actionable that will allow us to get back in our home?
totally.
And that is what my focus is. Like, okay, I have to go to work today. When I get off of work, it's dark, so there's no point in going to the house and doing anything because it's freaking dark and I'm not going to work in the spotlight. If I have to, then yeah, I'll do it. But once we get power fully back, then that'll be, another
Different.
hurdle that we've gone through, and then I can work. And right now I feel frustrated because I can't leave work and then go home model or repair, or leave work and go do what we want to do.
I don't understand what you just said.
What do you mean?
What you just said, all that.
I'm
work
saying,
and go to work and work and work and work.
Yeah. If I have my career. Aside from my career, I have my business. I'm used to going from work to working. And because of the time of year, I can't do that. And with the house, half the house has electricity. The areas that we need to remodel have none. So I'm walking around in darkness trying to bring wheelbarrows from demolition work to the dumpster. And that's all done in the dark. It's a tedious task.
So you're saying you're frustrated because right now you are used to going from shift work to another type of work, but because it's dark out, you can only go to shift work and just do nothing, and you feel like the house is not making progress without you contributing? Is that it?
Yeah.
Oh, look at me deciphering all your work words.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, I don't have BAMSIS. Did I say it right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So I don't have that acronym ingrained in my brain, but in moments like this, you've seen my checklist. Like when I'm overwhelmed, I start to write down everything that needs to be done. And then I look at it and I'm like, okay, well, what can be done first? What has to be done first? Mm. And in this situation, we're utilizing this time for our house to be empty to remodel at the same time that the fire happened. And silver lining that I will continue to focus on is the fire happened in the 2 rooms that we wanted to remodel. So we're going to make a bigger mess because the house is already a mess. It's already covered in soot. We have to deep clean everything. So we're going to utilize this to do the project we wanted to do next year. Yeah, we didn't want to spend this money right now, but hey, you just sometimes you're given lemons, you got to make lemonade, and we're making lemonade. And I've told you guys on the last episode, I'm a steps person, so I'm a BAMSIS person. I just don't know what the fuck that means. So
Yeah. And so am I. There's a lot of adapting for me personally, because one, I'm adapting to my shift work and my career, and what I've taken on with that, taken on a promotion and a supervisory role. 3 or 4 days after the fire, I did a shift change, and now I'm on day shift. So I work till 5 p.m. And then after 5 p.m., it's like, okay, do I go home and do stuff at the house, or do I come here and be with the family? And it just depends on, do we have the kids? Do we have anything going on? And you're juggling your normal life, but now you have this project that's in front of you that has to get done.
And I had a friend yesterday go, like, you're insane, because I was there 6 hours, didn't stop from 9 to 3. I just loaded insulation from the ceiling in the basement. I loaded it into wheelbarrows, and I took it like the zigzag way all the way around the house to the dumpster. And a friend was just like, you're insane. And she's like, well, yeah, you want to be home. So that's like your driving force is we want to be home. So that's, I think, the hardest part is how much we loved being home. We just moved in almost exactly a year from when the fire happened. So like we were just settled in. We were just starting to get like a groove. The kids loved their rooms. Like everything was coming together. And then this happened. And we can focus on that. Like, oh, I can't believe this happened. That's not going to get us anywhere. So his BAMSIS and my checklist are the same thing. BAMSIS checklist. Like that's how I see it. Like, all right, what can get done?
A lot of people perceive that as like a tasker, and that's what I label it as also.
Are we taskers?
We are.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, these 3 items have to be done today. What was it? You told me
brain dump.
Yeah, you were brain dumping, but it was like the laundry room, Hendrix's room, and our closet had to be cleared out by Friday. Yeah. See?
And I did it today.
Yeah, she did it today. So as she's telling me this, I'm writing down checklists and taskers, as I call them. I'm writing down tasks, and then you're accomplishing them. I'm checking it off, and just, it's all the same shit, but I just process it differently because of my experiences in life.
But the difference is, in this situation, if you ask, how am I doing? Ask me. Go ahead.
How are you doing?
I am doing better. I haven't cried since walking into our home, because it feels less like home now, because so many parts of the house are now emptied or completely reconfigured. Both the kids' rooms, all of their soft goods are like out of their room. Our room has turned into the storage room for soft goods and art. So much art. I have so much art. We need more walls.
We have 18-sided house.
Yeah, we have an 18-sided house. So I need to like reorient my choice in art. I love panoramics, and it doesn't work in a yurt. But anyway, so I have not cried. So I feel good about that. Obviously here it's still not home, but I've been bringing more of like the little stuff, like frivolous things that make me feel like I'm home, like my foam roller and my lacrosse balls, to like make my body feel good. And if my body's happy, I'm happier wherever I am.
Right.
So like the shower head, we had to wash all of the linens here because this is a guest home. So the people that stay here, they don't give two shits. I can guarantee it. They don't care what detergent they put in their, maybe 5 days they stay here. But when I wake up and my skin's burning and Pat goes, well, yeah, didn't you smell the conventional smell of detergent? I'm like, no. Why didn't you say anything to me? Like one of the nights you were like, what's wrong? I'm like, my skin just hurts. Or didn't you remember when I said that? I'm like, please just don't touch me. Like, I love you, but don't touch me.
That was last night.
No, that was my hips.
Oh,
that was because
before.
No, it was like a week ago.
They're meshing together.
Yeah, it's been not great.
So I've been calling this post force out issues. We were forced out of our home, And
Eviction?
yeah. And, now you're in a new place and you got to either make it comfortable or you're going to
Suffer.
complain. Yeah. And complain and suffer and be miserable.
So if something is causing us problems, I think we have just taken action to do something about it.
Yeah. And that's what I am stuck on is, with the whole prioritize, execute. It's what can I do that matters? If I'm wasting my time on something that isn't going to change our situation, why am I doing it?
Like what?
Do I care whether or not our towels from our home are here? No, I don't give a shit. So I'm not going to stress about it. Do I care about the soft items that you're talking about with the kids? Like, yeah, we brought a lot of their stuff here so that they're comfortable, and I get that, and that was a task. Now the kids have all their things here. Do I need all of my shit here? No, I don't. I really don't, because that's going to drive me to finish there versus be comfortable here.
Yeah, like slightly leaving stuff there has also the same effect with me, like motivated me to want to be there sooner.
And, I was listening to you talk about how you don't cry anymore when you go to the house, and immediately I go to you're emotionally detaching yourself from the house now to the point where you're able to function and it not bother you. It's not a burden on you to go to the house and move something that we intentionally put there in the first place because we like that painting on the wall or that photo on the wall, and now it's off the wall and it's in our bedroom. You used to cry about that. Now you don't, because I think you're detaching from it. And where I'm getting at with this is I have this stupid ability to immediately detach from all of it. So that didn't bother me. I didn't get the overwhelming emotion of, oh my God, we're out of the house.
Thanks, Iraq.
Yeah. And it's like, okay, well, yes, it's a shitty situation, but we have a place to go. We have a place to stay. We have a place for our kids. We can do all of these things that we normally do in life here while we're fixing the fuck up over there.
Yeah. And I used to be able to shut it off more, but I don't want to because I know that it's emotionally.
Well, it's the hippie in you. You want to feel all the flows.
No, because I used to not. I used to not feel, and then it would bottle up and it would show up through my heart rate being super high or my skin flaring up or having some stomach response.
Pink shirt.
What?
Pink shirt.
Fuck off. No, not pink shirt, asshole.
Put that on
no, you're not. I'm going to kill you. Okay, he has this picture and I'm fat and I look awful and he still has it, and he showed Haley that picture the other day.
Funny.
No, she didn't.
She didn't even think it was you.
Oh, fuck off. Yeah, she did.
No, she didn't.
So anyway, back to what I was saying. Shutting off is a coping mechanism and I don't want to do that. So rather than me bottle it up and not cry about it, I like to feel it, to get it out, to acknowledge it, move on.
And that's the hippie in you. The hunter in me says, that's not a motion or a feeling of suppressing to forget. It's a suppress to get shit done.
And then when do you feel it?
When it matters.
Really, when?
Yeah.
Please tell me.
Okay, so if I suppress the emotion of, oh my God, we got uprooted from our house and now we're here, right? And it's like, oh my God, the house is burning down. We're losing all of our shit, right? Okay, the fire went out. We didn't lose anything. We lost a couple of rooms that we were going to fucking remodel anyway. We have a place to stay. We got all our shit here. Awesome. Sweet. Kids, this sucks. We know you want to be home, but you got to be here. All right. We'll adapt to that. We'll make this feel like home in a temporary mindset so I can suppress all of the emotions of fucking A, man. I've moved 4 fucking times in the last 3 years. I don't want to move again. I got to move my shit again. Why feel all these feelings and all these emotions when all it does is put a speed bump in your fucking momentum? So I'd rather keep the momentum, suppress the bullshit, and then if and when that suppression comes to light later, if it came to light, well, then you address it. But I can almost fucking guarantee that all this little minute bullshit that I'm suppressing is not going to come out later. because I'm going to be like, fuck yeah, we're back in our house. Who cares? Who gives a shit about what just happened? All good. And that's where I go into prioritize and execute and suppress the bullshit. And that's why I have that mindset. It's not because I'm trying to suppress my emotions and not feel the feeling. Yeah, I feel the feeling. It fucking sucks. Our house caught on fire. End of the story. All right, now what? And that's the only way to go about it. If I change my way of going about it, I'm going to lose my fucking mind.
Yeah.
And if I lose my mind in this, you lose your mind. And if you lose your mind and I lose my mind, we're fucked.
Yeah. I very vividly remember when you jumped off the roof and you're like, all right, they're coming. And I was like, okay, what can I do? I started actionable things immediately. I think what caused me to cry every time I'd go in there is just because I wanted to be home. It wasn't, oh, poor me, there was a fire. It was, everything looks fine. It was the fucked up part of the living room looks clean. Our bedroom, Hendrix's room, doesn't even smell like smoke, but you can't be here. And it was like the mind fuck of, like, literally, your house looks fine, except these two parts that are denying you from being comfortable. And that was the part that I had a really hard time. And the more that we moved shit, I'm like, oh my God, like I've worked so hard to create stability for my son since I was pregnant. And maybe it was part of that, working for stability and emotional stability, going through divorce, through all that.
Right.
So it's like I've been striving for that stability and to be the parent that he feels safest with. And then now I'm yanking his security, his house out from underneath him.
Yeah, but it's temporary. It's
I
not
know,
permanent.
but you can't be like, hey, Hendrix, it's temporary.
Yeah, you can. Why not? What's a couple months? 90 days. And at the end of the day, you're raw with him and you don't sugarcoat things. So why sugarcoat that? Why change it? And I think I know why. It's because you built the stability. We felt the stability. We had this stability. And then something happened and now we don't have it. So now we're like, oh shit. And our autonomic response to it is okay, make tasks, accomplish the tasks, and you'll get back to where you were. But in order to give that to a child and tell the kid, hey, once this, and this are done, you lost them at the first this, and they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And
like when I'm like, there's a fire, and he's like, there's a hole in the ceiling.
Right. Yeah. And
what happened?
You tell your kid, hey, that the house caught on fire and we had to move out, and their first question is, are my toys okay?
Yeah.
And it's just a kid. That's what they're going to do. But at the end of the day, we set a priority and we execute the priority in order to get back to the house. So prioritize, execute, suppress the bullshit, and we win.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
Begin the planning, arrange reconnaissance, make reconnaissance, issue the order, and supervise. And that's what you do when you're subcontracting a contractor out to do your tile or do your drywall or frame your fucking garage.
Hey, and I think I'm pretty good at managing all the people.
You are.
All the different,
have I once said, babe, don't do that?
No. So there's 6 different things that I can immediately think of that involve this situation.
Not counting you and me and the kids. Individually, and all 4 of
Christmas.
Us in the way we're feeling. And then the holidays. and then on top of it, right, you market for your parents who are 400 feet from us.
Yeah.
So
and then,
when you are working here and you're not working on the house and you're working at work, there's no escaping work because you're constantly in it. And I get it, and that's family business, and that's awesome. But there has to be a separation of business and home life. And
hey, I'm good at putting my phone on Do Not Disturb or putting it away. Don't look at me with that accusatory face.
Okay. So you draw a hard line with that. Why not draw a hard line with your emotion and just say, you know what? That does not fucking matter right now.
The part I wanted to emphasize on now or question you about is through all this, how do we control ourselves to know when to stop for the day? Like, how do we slow down? How do we stop to reset so we're not completely run down?
I wish I knew that answer, because for me, when I'm working, I don't stop until I physically cannot withstand either the pain or I'm exhausted. And so when I'm demoing,
So bad answer.
so I work until I physically cannot work anymore. And that's a habit that my dad instilled in me. Don't sugarcoat it. Don't pussyfoot it. If you're going to do something, fucking do it to the full extent.
Okay, wait. So you saying that, remember today you said, babe, slow down so you don't hurt yourself.
Yeah, because you're different.
How am I different? Because I'm a girl?
Because no, you're responding to a incident where that is my entire life. I'm used to that.
So am I.
I'm used to only sleeping 2 or 3 hours.
Oh,
I'm used to only resting when I'm sitting.
Okay, so I'm not going to ask you that question. So
no, you're going to leave that shit in there. You're going to leave it in there because I work myself into the fucking ground intentionally when I have to accomplish a task.
What task does not require you to work yourself into the ground?
Many.
Really?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Name one, please.
Riding a motorcycle.
That's not a task.
That sure is.
No, it's not.
It's a fun task.
Answer my question.
Okay. Splitting wood. Going out and, you laugh because you think physical labor, but I'm being serious. Like mindless, itemized.
Are you going to start using cop words?
Yeah, I was trying not to.
Yeah. Thank you.
Like the mindlessness of going out and splitting wood or collecting kindling for your fire. That's fun to me. That's fine.
Well, it's like me and painting the house.
Oh, I was like painting what?
Like painting sucks, but it has to get done. It's not this like awfully grueling task, but how are we forcing ourselves to not just focus on the house, and how are we focusing on like family and making this chapter feel like home even though it's not home?
Yeah, I think we take good time outs. We, last night we didn't do jack shit.
Yeah.
I got home from work. You were already on the couch. I reheated dinner from the night before, and we sat and we watched a TV show until it was time for bed.
I texted him and I was like, I'm not moving from the couch until you at least get home. And you're like, okay. But that, to me, that's really difficult because I knew that there was still a half a load of laundry that was not folded, and oh shit, like the dogs haven't been fed, or I could just like go carry, one or two things up from, downstairs and all that. And I'm like, no, get on the couch and don't move.
Yeah.
And don't feel guilty about it.
And in my life, I've called that a tactical pause.
Is that what I should call it?
Yeah. You take a tactical pause.
Okay.
It's like, all right, shit got overwhelming, whether it's, the scene or the incident in combat, okay, shit just got real. Let's take a tactical pause, reassess what we got. Let's check our ammo, our water, our food supplies, our radios, our batteries, all that shit. All right, all of it's good to go. Now we can go after it again. And you needed that tactical pause last night, and I recognized it when I got home and I saw your face. I was like, oh, you're done.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, you're done. We're not doing anything today.
I know, you didn't even like grope me or anything.
No, I was like, I know that feeling because I live that life day in and day out. And yes, it's bad, but at the same time, it's good because shit like this pops off and it's like, all right, well, fucking nothing new to me. I'm just going to prioritize, execute, suppress the bullshit and keep moving.
I think like what you just said, like it wasn't necessarily a bad thing. I think if I did that every day, then that's going to lead to, long-term problems in my future. But for me to have one night where I didn't do something, like I slightly felt guilty, but then I shut that little voice up and I'm like, no. Yeah. Like, when was the last time that you sat on the couch and did nothing for a couple hours? Mm-hmm. And I can't think of, anything in the last at least 3 weeks since we've been here.
Yeah.
But what I notice being here is I'm stressed out. I'm not home. So in that discomfort, I need to, I think, reset, tactical pause. I need to do more of that here. And that's why when we're not recording right in front of my feet, I normally have my yoga mat and I've just been leaving it out. So anytime I have a few minutes or when I wake up, I will do a little bit of stretching and the kids join me when they're here.
Immediately, this conversation popped in my head. We were on a call for service, and you know, it was a deal where a guy was a wanted dude, and we cordoned off his house, and we were sitting on a call out for about 18 hours, and about hour 16, one of my mentors coming through law enforcement and my partner's dad came in, and he's like, "Hey boys, how long you been here?" And we were like, "Since the beginning." And he's like, "Go back to the fucking PD and sleep it off." And we're like, "What? No, like eat shit. Like this shit's about to go down. It's finally going to, it's finally going to happen." We're at that point where it's like, all right, shit's going to either go down or it's going to dissipate into nothing. So we're like, shit's about to go down. There's no fucking way we're walking away. And he's like, "You guys have been on this shit for over 12 hours. Go take a tactical fucking pause and reset." So we went back to the department and we drank a shitload of water because we didn't have water for probably 12 hours. We drank a ton of water, we ate some food, and we literally took an hour power nap. We were done with that, and we both popped back up and we were ready to go. And the power of the tactical pause is amazing because, you might call it breath work, or yoga masters or whatever they're called might say ujjayi breathing, take your time and assess. Well, life doesn't let you do that all the time. So if you have the ability to take a tactical pause, fucking do it. And that's why last night I was like, you know what? I don't even care, because I've ran myself in the fucking mud for the last 3 weeks, 4 weeks, whatever it's been. And I'm exhausted. I know you're exhausted. I can see it on your face. And on top of your normal stress that you have from this fire and moving and uprooting and being really good at systematically getting this to feel like home, you hadn't had to do physical labor. And then the last 2 days you've done physical labor, and I'm like, oh, she's going to fucking feel that. And I get home, I see it on your face, and I'm like, yep. Like, I know that feeling.
When I was ripping off the plastic off the ceiling in the basement, though, there were a few times where I was like just yanking it, like getting all my frustration out, especially like.
People call that masturbating.
No, I was not masturbating in the basement with two freaking dudes in their 50s. But I used that time to yank it off aggressively and like just, and it felt good, other than, slowing down a little bit. Like, what have we done to manage our stress, and how have we, like, I feel like we've definitely not been as close as we have or could be, because we're not in our familiar spaces. And I think we're coping with it each in our own way, wouldn't you say?
Yeah. And I mean, we do a lot of things that allow us to come together and turn towards each other. We still cook dinner every night. We still try and, as best we can, try to make it a family affair. If no kids are here, then it's pretty easy. It's just you and I sitting at the table. But if the kids are here, we have them sit down and eat dinner. We keep the same routine as best we can. And if we can't keep that routine, well, then we adapt. And you're going to get mad because I'm saying adapt and overcome and suppress and
you're
prioritize
saying all the same
execute.
bullshit.
And you think it's all vague, but at the end,
I'm
you're
not a
gonna
Marine.
Go, oh, wow, we did all this.
No, I haven't been trained in all your words.
But all my bros listening right now know exactly what I'm talking about.
Bros, I'd say 70% of the people that listen are women.
Well,
so how
women, get it together, pull your skirts up and listen. Cinch down your pantyhose and let's go. We try and recuperate what is lost by keeping the same routine that we had that we had at our home.
Okay, yeah. Again, you're talking about routine and execution. I'm talking about emotional stuff.
Nobody's got time for that shit.
Yeah, they do. Shut
No,
the
I
fuck
don't.
up.
I don't.
I do. And guess who's in a relationship with me?
I know.
You are.
And that's what I'm saying is yeah, things aren't the same as they are when we're at home, because when we're at home, it's like, how was your day? And if I say good, you're like, no. Like, how's your day? How are you mentally? How's your emotions? Are you upset? And da-da-da-da. Well, here, it's like, how was your day? It was long. And we leave it at that. And then we go on to the next thing. Because
So
we're both adapting to being uprooted.
Yeah. So that was my question, though. Like, I don't even think I have it written down on here. I just did. And then you just gave me your systematic bullshit again.
I'm systematic. I'm regimented. Yeah. I'm fucking.
Well, maybe in this, you need to be more emotionally in tune so that I can help you through stuff. And then you can also help me identify things I'm feeling. We can share feelings together and we can get closer through emotional sharing.
We can do that when we're in bed.
Shut the fuck up. That's called sex.
No,
this is different.
I'm talking like we don't have time for that. We have to.
We do. You have to make time. Just like our relationship episode, we have to make time for stuff like this.
Right.
And right now,
when we have the time,
we have to make time. Not having time. We make time.
Yeah.
Making time.
You're not wrong.
I know I'm not. So you're wondering, why aren't you so cuddly with me? Maybe because we're not making time.
I didn't say that.
Yeah, you did. In the kitchen while cooking tonight. You said, well, you're not, like, I feel like you don't love me in the last couple days. You said something like that to the right of the stove.
I said, you don't want me here in the last couple days.
Okay.
Which to me translates to, you want me over there doing work.
No, it's when you're emotionally shut off. And I feel like I'm expressing my emotions and feeling my emotions alone with somebody who's suppressing everything. I feel alone. No. So.
Well, that's not my intention. My intention is to get this shit done so that we can be back in our home so that we can go back to our normal fucking life. But we're not there. And that's what my mindset is like. All right, turn on the engines and press on the gas and go.
But right now, tonight, you got home. We cooked dinner. Yeah, we're here.
Routine. And we're doing a podcast.
Yeah.
And, you know, and so there's other things that are also priorities. Are they the top priority? No. Could we go without recording? Probably. Nobody would really care because they know what's going on if they watch our show. If this is your first episode, fuck you. Fucking watch the first episode and then continue on.
Yeah.
But you're 23 behind, homie. I don't take any of this personal. I don't, and I guess that's a law enforcement side of me, where it's like something happened. All right, I'm here to respond to what happened. This person's having the worst day of their life, and they're lashing out at me. It's like, all right, well, I'm not going to take that personal. If I do, well, then it's going to compound the problem. So I learned through experience that when you add fuel to the fire, you're going to get a bigger flame.
You know what you're not in this situation?
What?
You're not officer. You're in this with me. You're my partner through this.
Yeah, I know.
So when you're handling it like you're an officer at that call for service, then I feel like my partner's not in the trenches with me.
I hear you.
So,
but you also just have to realize that, hey, this is the way I process shit.
I know.
And if you don't like it, there's a time and a place where you can go, hey, babe, I don't like this.
Well, it's not that I don't like it. I just like knowing how you're feeling, not, we got Bismat. Bamsit.
Sis, Bismat. Yeah, you know, and if you want to know how I'm feeling, then ask me.
I do.
But there's also a time and a place. Don't ask me when I'm tearing drywall out.
No, you haven't been over there in a few days.
I know. Because I've been at work.
Yeah.
So again, shift work, and then I get off work and it's pitch black and I've only got one spotlight.
So that your role is to come home and be my partner and not be Bamsis.
Well, that takes you saying, stop, come here.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Stop and come here. And then I'll slow down and I'll assess a new task. What is it?
Identify your feelings.
Okay, not right now.
Right now.
Nope.
Let's go. Identify.
Nope.
Yeah, that's your task.
Exhaustion.
Okay. What else?
Anger.
Why are you angry?
Because we're not in our house.
Okay. Angry.
What's his name? Dirk?
Dirk.
Fuck Dirk.
Should never, ever. If you have your electrician license, you're fired in Arizona.
Yeah.
Douche.
Dirk is the dude that wired the house that improperly wired the fan that caught our fucking house on fire.
Yep. He could have killed my dogs and us if it was at night. So Dirk.
I can appreciate what you're saying, and I don't mean to come off as I don't care, because I do. It's just when I'm in this traumatic mindset, you
just said that you weren't going to feel any trauma, but you just used the T word just now.
Oh, it's because I'm about to say some people will feel this episode in our life as traumatic. I guarantee you in 6 years, we're going to go, oh yeah, remember we had that fire? Oh yeah, that was fucking dumb. Well, at least we got a remodel out of it. And, now we got a lot of value in our house because of the remodel that we did. But in this moment, yeah, it's traumatic. I tend to look at the entire picture and it's like, all right, well, yes, it's traumatic. Yes, shit caught on fire. But it happened to be one of our priorities to remodel. All right, we remodeled it. Now it's done. It's complete. We're back in the house. We got no fucking problems. We got all new wiring. We got all new fucking HVAC. We got all new fucking walls. Ain't shit gonna go wrong again. And if it does, it's like, all right, well, back to the fucking drawing board.
Then we're going to have the medium come out again.
Yeah.
Be like, all right, what souls do we have here that are trying to set our house on fire?
Sure. And
that could be a whole other episode. Should we talk about that eventually?
I think we should just have her on.
I thought that too.
But at the end of the day, it's not me suppressing you.
I know.
It's me suppressing what we're dealing with.
It's you suppressing your feelings towards the event that's happening.
Yeah, because I don't have time for that.
Yeah, well, I want to know because
Well, then ask me. You just have to take a tactical pause. Say, babe, tactical pause. I want to know what's going on in your head.
Okay.
And I'll say, fuck, sit down.
I got to use fucking military terms. And if I have to do that and be like, all right, babe, tactical pause. And then I could be like, all right, bam, sis. Give me your bam, sis.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck.
Yep.
I mean, and you can use, like, you've used it. Have you taken a breath? All that for me. Because there are plenty of times through this where
I don't even know how to spell Ujjayi.
Ujjayi.
Whatever. Or Namaste. I'll spell that shit wrong too.
Yeah.
I say it every episode. Namaste, motherfucker.
So I think this episode is us discussing what we're currently going through, how we're managing it, and currently discovering that Pat is not managing his emotions. He is pushing them down deep.
Suppress.
Until I say tactical pause. How are you feeling?
Suppress, overcome, evaluate, prioritize, execute.
What is that acronym?
That is not.
That is not.
That's Jocko's words of wisdom.
That is not.
Suppress, evaluate.
Yep.
Prioritize.
Yep.
Execute.
Yep.
And your problems are over.
Okay. I get that. But that's like in the experience of like high pressure, high action. This is not high pressure, high action.
Well, it was when I was on the roof and you were frantically running around going, where's the fire? What the fuck?
No,
You're not doing anything. What the fuck are you doing up there on the phone? Why are you talking to?
Yeah, that was when I was like, what
calm
the
down.
fuck are you?
And I said, calm down. I'm on the phone, 911.
Yep. And then I was like, okay, what can I do? Oh, I can clear the attic area.
But that's what I'm getting at.
That was actionable shit, bitch.
That's what I'm getting at.
So right now,
is that
we are in the like low stress situation and you're still suppressing.
Because I've got shit I've got to do.
But like
if it's
when
not
we're
there,
at home, in our current home, our temporary home, I think it's important to not suppress in those moments because there's nothing else you can do that's actionable. So in those moments of pause of action is when you should be spending the time to be like, all right, I was feeling like really overwhelmed earlier. What am I feeling overwhelmed about? What am I so angry about? Like, what am I so sad about? Why do I cry when I get to the house? And I've journaled about it and I wrote like, oh, it's probably because of my experience with my fire when I was a teenager. And then also the feeling of packing up my son's room when I've been so intentional with creating that safe space. So like the moments of downtime are the moments to reflect, to no longer suppress, to acknowledge, so that the next day maybe those feelings don't even come up anymore because you've sorted through them, you've understood them. So if you continue to suppress for weeks on end, you're never going to know like what's going on, like the source of those emotions.
Okay.
Don't okay me.
Sort the suppression.
Yeah. Like
Okay.
in the downtime is like
I'm not saying okay like a dick. I'm saying okay, I agree with you.
Okay. Well, then you could say I agree.
I agree.
Like the moments that I'm feeling extremely overwhelmed, you see me, I'll pull out my journal and just be like, blah, blah, like word vomit. And there were some questions that I wrote on my notes for our episode at the end was, how can I make this home? And the how questions I think are way better than whys, because how questions make you look at the situation and its actionable steps. So how can I make this feel like home for the kids? How can I keep this place exciting for the kids? Because they've both very clearly stated they want to be home. So the one thing you did, you loaded up our big ass Christmas tree and you brought it here. No. So that was one way to make this place exciting for the holidays, to make it feel cheerful. And then like, how do we make this feel Christmassy? We bring that here. We decorate the tree together instead of me just decorating it to make it feel Christmassy. I want there to still be the traditions that I would have but we would have done in our house. Mm-hmm. So the how questions are the ways that I help decipher the stuff that you might suppress and just say, I'm overwhelmed. So that's all I'm saying. So I'm glad we spent like however long trying to decipher through that.
We got through it.
We did.
Boom. Now suppress it and move on.
Fuck. All right. Is there anything else you want to say? Because
I want to say that I love you and I'm proud of you for overcoming this, because I know how emotionally draining it was for you to be uprooted from what you've developed. And we moved out of the house to come in here because of a fire, because of a traumatic experience. And I am proud of you and I love you for the way you've handled it. And you continue to push me to be better. And that's what it's about. So
I got you, babe.
I know. I got you too. But just know that if I'm suppressing, it's not oriented towards you. It's all this bullshit that we got to deal with. And I feel better when I can suppress and move on, prioritize, execute, and then evaluate at the end.
Yeah.
And that's just the way I've done it. You know, you act and then have an after action, not pause and talk about it and then do a little bit and then pause and talk about it and do a little bit.
Yeah.
I've always done everything and then talk about it.
Yeah. But like I said before, when we're home and there's no actionable steps, I think that's the moment of stillness where we can connect and we can move towards each other and reflect on how we're feeling so that we can be there for each other. Because if you suppress this whole time, I'm going to feel alone.
I'm not saying I'm going to suppress the whole time.
Okay.
I'm just saying there might be phases. You know, we're going through different phases. We're in the demolition phase right now. I suppressed a few things while I'm in the demolition phase, but I get them out when I'm ripping the fucking wall off. Like you tearing the plastic. I get to put hammer through walls and get covered in insulation and laugh like an idiot. Like I pull the wall off and I'm like, yeah, I got the wall. Fuck, I'm getting rained on. And it's just insulation pouring down on me and I'm like, could be worse.
Yeah. I mean, it could be a whole lot worse.
I think with my experiences, that's my mindset on this whole thing is like, all right, it could be a lot fucking worse. So what I'm getting at is, I got you.
We got each other through this stressful time, and I think that's the biggest part that I like knowing is that you've got me. You make me shake my ass. You hold me. Last night, you just sat on the couch and we did absolutely nothing for like 3, maybe 4 hours.
For the record, that drove me absolutely insane.
What did?
Because I wanted to do so much, but we were just sitting there.
Like what?
Like, I don't know, put the dishes away, feed the dogs, clean the fucking laundry, do the whatever.
Did not. You were like, thank you for not doing anything tonight.
I did not.
Yes, you did. On the couch.
To you.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you were going all day.
Oh, I thought you were thanking me because you liked doing nothing.
No, it drives me nuts when I'm doing nothing.
Oh, I think through all this, the moral of our episode is we've got each other. We are able to do tactical pauses or breath work.
Bamsis.
Or BAMSIS, whatever the fuck. If you want to learn more about the tactical stuff, message us. Let us know that you are aligning with what Pat is talking about in his Marine Corps vocabulary.
Yeah.
And if you don't, also let us know because we want to know, like, do you understand what he's saying? Is it foreign like I think it is? Or do you resonate with it?
You resonate. You do.
And if there's anything that we share in these episodes that you want to hear more on, or you just can't stand hearing us talk about XYZ, let us know either way.
Yeah, and watch something else.
Yeah. Through all of this, life has kind of shown us how we can show up for each other in different ways. It has shown us ways to reset, or as you call it, tactical pausing, and the power of that, plus breath work on my hippie side. Acknowledging us in this phase. We are here. We are not in our home. We're not going to have Christmas in our home. And I've accepted it, and we're moving towards our goal, which is to be back in the home, and it's just not when we wanted. And in the end, is it really going to affect our lives permanently? No, it's not. It's just a little hiccup, and being there for each other has helped both of us get through this in our own ways. And I hope that you enjoyed me dissecting Pat and his suppression, because I don't think that we should suppress forever. Sure, we can suppress in the moment when action needs to be done. But if we suppress forever, what do you think all that emotion is going to do built up inside you? Yeah, mind blown. So if you like the show, if you like this episode, please show us some love by thumbs upping, sharing it with loved ones, commenting. We love hearing from you. We want to respond.
Subscribe.
And subscribe to the motherfucking channel.
Motherfucking channel.
Motherfucking channel.
You've been watching too much P. Diddy.
Yeah. Anyway,
I hate
one-liner.
Namaste.